And this afternoon, we're keeping our focus on events on our roads. You know, potholes on our streets and roads are getting exposed around this time of the year because we're experiencing rains around this season. We here at Joy News are shining the light on all potholes in Ghana. Yes, all of them. And that's a lot of work, as many of you believe this will be one of the most difficult tasks to be carried out by anyone in Africa. If not impossible, at least we can cover a great stretch. We have special features, excerpts of a demonstration at Teshe and a conversation with contractors who have not been paid. Before any of that comes up, here's how you can help expose all of those potholes. Just go onto social media and post a photograph of any of the potholes you find, and don't forget to add that hashtag GH potholes. Now, a stitch in time saves 9, but certainly not on Ghana's roads. The rains have once again exposed Ghana's monstrous, craziest and deadliest potholes. Many portions of our roads would not have deteriorated into gaping holes if state agencies had fixed them on time. Today, Kojo Yankson kicks off Joy News' campaign, Ghana Potholes Exhibition, which exposes what he describes as windows and, of course, widowers making manholes on our roads.
Much as it is the role of the media to scrutinize government, it is also important for the press to give them credit for their achievements. Now, one particular achievement for which the press has failed woefully in an unjust, unfair, and unsportsmanlike manner to give government credit for is this: our potholes.
Jagged-edged moon craters peppered artistically across the asphalt canvas of our national road network, turning 10-minute journeys into 50-minute torture sessions, wreaking almost as much havoc on your spine as your shock absorbers. Yes, Ghana's potholes are one of the uncelebrated triumphs of leadership for which our government must not only be lauded but applauded.
Now, what most people don't realize is that these monstrous death traps are not actually signs of the incompetence of our government supervisory bodies. They don't point to any lack of skill on the part of our road contractors. No, these are actually clear evidence of the unmitigated success of some of government's top flagship programs.
Programs, I hear you ask? But for the answer to that profound question, we must take a closer look.
Look at this one. Mid-sized, quite deep, shaped like some sort of asphalt amoeba. To you, this is an accident waiting to happen. But to the government, this is perfect for planting corn.
Yes.
And it's not just good for planting corn. Potholes are perfect for rice plantation. Cocoa.
As the rainy season approaches, the true value of these potholes becomes apparent. They are perfect for a farmer in planting for food and jobs.
So there you have it. If you have ever wondered why some of these potholes you see on virtually every road in this country of ours never get fixed, well, now you know.
And that is not the only flagship program that government is delivering to rip-roaring success with these cherished and beloved potholes. There is also one village, one dam. Just think of the irrigation potential for the Planting for Food and Jobs project we saw earlier.
We're still not done. Look at this. Look at the deadly jagged edge of this particular beauty, shaped like the fangs of a village witch. What do you think happens when your car hits this pothole at speed? Obviously, you immediately need spare parts. After a few encounters, a whole new car. If government is able to maintain a few of these widow-making potholes across the country, just think of what it will do for the automotive industry. One district, one factory.
So the next time you feel like throwing your hands up in despair at the state of our roads, the next time you wonder why government keeps throwing money at incompetent contractors to construct roads which after 3 months will break out in potholes like a prepubescent teenager's face breaks out in pimples, just remember that these are the evidence of your government's stellar performance. Why would they cover them up? Reporting from Ahaya Kwahu, my name is Kojo Yankson.
You've seen that for yourself, and all you need to do to support this campaign is to share your potholes, a picture actually, with that hashtag GH potholes, and of course you can also do the hashtag Joy News. I will be glad to share that with the rest of the world. But the man behind all of this is joining us. Kojo Yankson is here, and well, some may make fun of the attempt to demonstrate and to illustrate how bad the situation is by planting rice. What else did you plant?
Tomato.
Okay.
Corn.
But it's also indicating the seriousness of the matters that we're looking at today, Kojo. And for you, I'm just wondering what motivated you to kickstart all of this.
You're right that this is really an illustration of how serious the problem is. I mean, satire is powerful. And they always say if you keep doing the same thing and you're not getting the results you want, you need to change it up. Yeah. We've been talking seriously about how bad these potholes are, and the potholes exist still. There's no road in this country that doesn't have potholes on it. Yeah. So we thought we'd better apply a different strategy. Let's poke fun at it. If people think that these potholes should not be covered up, then okay, let's lean into it. Let's exhibit them. Let's display them. If you are not going to cover them up, then we'll display them as if they are works of art. So this project is designed to poke fun at these things that are really serious problems. They are health problems. They cause serious issues for people, pregnant women and so forth. And the cost to vehicular maintenance, you cannot calculate. So we're making fun of a serious problem just to demonstrate how serious it is.
And this particular area where you found the story, we must point out, it's not a remote area, somewhere in the villages. So I can imagine what their plights will be by this time.
This is right in the center of Accra. It's Kolebu, at the junction of Kolebu. This is where, traffic is incessant all day long. People trying to get where they are going, people trying to be productive. And when they get to this point, they have to slow down and add an extra God knows how many minutes to their journey while damaging their car in the process. And you're right, this is the center of the capital city. The further out you go, the worse the situation is. So we really want to encourage people to demonstrate how bad this problem is in their area using the hashtag GH potholes. We want pictures, we want videos. If you're doing a video, be as descriptive as possible, be as eloquent as possible, describe the problem with as much vim as you can. Let's demonstrate to those whose job it is to either prevent this from happening or to fix it when it does, that we have seen the evidence of their incompetence.
And it reminds me of one man who's in some level of authority to fix the challenges. He says he loves evidence-based lectures.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, so I guess that's what we're doing using social media. So what's his... Okay, someone is asking me to mention a name, but no need to go there. So let's talk about the expectation from the general public.
Yeah.
How do we get involved? How do we get everyone on board to support this GH potholes hashtag that's going on?
Yeah, so it's really simple. There is a pothole somewhere near you or somewhere on your way to work, to school, to whatever you do, to make a living. There is a pothole that is a big problem for you. Take a picture of it. Take a video of it. And of course, stay safe. Don't do this while traffic is, moving fast around you. Take videos and describe this pothole. Okay, and how it feels to drive through it or to be driven through it every single day. Talk about how long it's been there. Do you know there are potholes in this city that have been there for 30 years?
And no one is paying attention.
Same pothole, 30 years. And we're bringing you some of these. We call them intergenerational potholes.
Amazing.
We're bringing you that story as well. You know, we've all seen them. We all drive past them. Nobody does anything to fix them. It's ridiculous. You know, so what we want people to do is to take control of the narrative. Take the pictures yourself. Add a caption. Use the hashtag GHPotholes. Of course, add the hashtag Joy News to it and share it. We will see it and we will definitely jump on and make sure the whole world sees what is happening in your area. Somebody's got to pay attention.
And what's dangerous about the prolonged nature of this is that we're beginning to accept it as though it's the norm. Well, it's fine. It will get fixed someday. Once we're alive, we're hopeful that it will get fixed. That's dangerous too.
Absolutely, because what we're doing is we're normalizing incompetence. Okay, the fact that a pothole appears means that the road was not properly constructed to begin with. And we know that this happens, okay? We construct roads, and halfway to the conclusion, we stop. Either because there's no more money, or because, we decide that we've done enough, let's go and fix some other some other area. So these roads are badly constructed, that's why we get potholes. And if we normalize it, we are normalizing that incompetence. Okay, so people will keep constructing roads to a poor standard and leaving them because they think we are okay with it. Well, we're not. And this is how we show them.
What else will feature in the series that we're likely to see? Because multifaceted. First of all, there's the government appointee, the one in authority, the policymaker who's supposed to ensure that all of these problems are fixed. Then we have road users also coming on board, and the contractors. It appears we're not paying attention to them as much.
Absolutely.
Because the quality of the roads also matter.
Yes, so this series is going to go deep. You will hear interviews. We will interview people who benefit from the presence of potholes. We will interview those whose construction was so poor that it has resulted in these potholes. We'll hear the farcical answers that they give to our questions, our very serious and pointed questions. We are going to take you to potholes that are so strategically located that it's almost as if they are there on purpose. We are going to take you to potholes that are galamsey pits in people's backyards. We are going to take you to potholes that, like I said, have been there for 30, 40 years. People, since they were children, have been driving through the same pothole. They are now adults. We're going to tell you these stories in a way that just points out how ridiculous it is that as a nation, we've decided to live and walk around these massive blights on the landscape of our road network.
The year of roads, how is that in focus?
Which year of roads? We've had 5.
Okay, the year of roads. The enhanced year of roads.
The advanced year of roads. The year of roads Pro Max. We'll take you through all of them. It's embarrassing.
Anyway. But we also need to stress that if you're joining this campaign on social media, there's a seriousness to it. So persons attempting to make fun, yes, that's fine. But don't go and import images of something which is not existing.
We're only interested in the truth.
In our country. Yeah.
The truth is bad enough. You don't have to make up anything. The truth is bad enough. Just come out of your house. You will see examples. There are enough examples that you don't have to make up fake stories in order to demonstrate the seriousness of this. No. There is an example in your area that is bad enough. You don't have to make it up at all.
Okay. Someone is applauding you for your acting skills, but we'll talk about that later. So the hashtag is GHPotholes. You can add the hashtag Joy News to it as well, and then
if I may, just before we leave, one of the most important things I've noticed is how other media houses have jumped in on the trend. It makes me so happy. I've got to thank them. I've got to take a minute to thank all the other media houses that have decided that this is important enough for them to join.
So that's encouraging.
We welcome them. We're so glad that they've seen the seriousness of it. This is what yields results. You remember the media came together when it was
about
Galamsey. It's about potholes, and we absolutely need to come together on this as well. So a big shout to all the media houses who have decided to join in this campaign. We applaud you. Let's keep it going.
In fact, if you want to support Kojo in terms of production as well, you can always join him. Give him a call, and definitely we'll be on to fixing the challenge. Kojo, thank you.